Well, well, well. Well, well, well. That Turkey al-Sheikh, Saudi Arabia money, starts talking. That money starts talking, people. Oh, it starts talking. And now, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires. 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, former undisputed super middleweight, and reigning unified super middleweight world champion, and one of the cash cows and face of the sport of boxing, Saul Canelo Alvarez. 62 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He'll be 35 years of age, 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach. Has now changed his tune once again on another opponent. Now, I told you guys that Canelo Alvarez, he went over with the Ring Magazine Awards. He met with Turkey al-Sheikh a few times. They talked about golfing and a plethora of other things. And at the same token, right, they talked about, obviously, boxing. So it said that he signed a 3-fight deal, which he wants to obviously fight on his traditional 2 dates, Cinco de Mayo weekend, which is in May, and Mexican Independence Day weekend, which is in September. Now, it said that September 13th, Canelo Alvarez has agreed, and the fight is done, to fight the pound-for-pound undefeated 4-division world champion, King, 2-division undisputed world champion, Terence Bud Crawford. September 13th, Las Vegas. Looks like it's going to be at Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. That's what they're aiming for. With that said, what's he going to do in May? Now, it said a 3-fight deal. He has a rematch clause with Terence Crawford, obviously, and he's looking to fight William Skull, who is the newly crowned IBF champion, because Terence Crawford got stripped of his title with William Skull because because Canelo Alvarez had no interest in fighting William Skull. But now he can fight William Skull and become 2-time undisputed champion. Another feather in the cap, another accomplishment, right? So with that said, if he beats Terence Crawford in September, let's say he fights William Skull, he beats him, he beats Terence Crawford, there's no rematch after that. What's next for Canelo Alvarez? Now another fight, the initial fight that everybody wanted to see from Canelo Alvarez, which is the 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, Mexican Ecuadorian superstar boxer, David Benavidez, right? And Canelo Alvarez has shown 0 signs of looking to fight David Benavidez. No interest in fighting David Benavidez, right? He's absolutely ducking David Benavidez like the plague, okay? And Turkey al-Sheikh wants to make these fights. He wants to make the best fighting the best. So Canelo Alvarez initially stated that he needed $200 million to fight David Benavidez, because the only thing David Benavidez brings to the table is 25 extra pounds, right? So he would need $200 million to fight David Benavidez. Well, now guess what? He has now changed his tune. And he's saying that the reason that he put the fight so far out is because the aggression that David Benavidez and his father, Jose Benavidez Sr., and the tactics that they were using towards him was disrespectful, so he didn't feel like he needed to put money in their pocket. Why would I give them a payday? Excuse me? Now, we know that Canelo Alvarez is capping with a capital C, okay? Straight up capping with a capital C. Reason being is because when Erislandy Lara showed up at his press conference and disrespected him at the press conference, he fought Erislandy Lara next, immediately. So much so that he even asked the people, is this who you want to see me fight? You want to see me fight this guy? Who are you? You done nothing. And he fought Erislandy Lara, right? He didn't mind fighting Erislandy Lara. When Triple G disrespected, he fought Triple G, right? Caleb Plant, he fought Caleb Plant. it's strategic depending upon the style matchup. Is what Canelo Alvarez is ultimately focused on. Period. If he feels like he's gonna beat you and he's very, very confident, it doesn't matter what you say to him. So now he's saying that, he's opening the door. Now he's saying the same thing he said with Terence Crawford. It's a possibility the fight can happen now. Right now, David Benavidez is up at 175, and he got a massive fight coming up next weekend when he fight David Morrell. David Morrell's undefeated, same size, southpaw, Cuban school of boxing. That's a massive fight and a difficult fight for David Benavidez. Right? But now Canelo Alvarez is opening the door. He initially stated that even if David Benavidez beat David Morrell is a horrible fighter. And he done nothing either. Strategy. Canelo Alvarez, if he don't like the style matchup, he gonna do what he can to stay away from you. So now he's opening the door for David Benavidez. But is it too late? Because David Benavidez beats David Morrell. He gets the opportunity to fight. He's the mandatory now for the winner of Artur Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol, and they fight February 22nd. He's the mandatory. They rematching for undisputed. Beterbiev or Beterbiev, however you choose to pronounce it, he beat Dimitri Bivol. And now, if he wins the rematch, what else is there for him to do? He done cleaned out 175. So David Benavidez is the bigger name. And actually, David Benavidez is a bigger marquee fight for Artur Beterbiev because he's a bigger name than Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol is more accomplished. He's not even more accomplished. But he did beat Canelo Alvarez, so he got a bigger win. So fighting him and fighting David Benavidez is a bigger deal. So let's see how it plays out. I'm gone. Peace.